and welcome to the world of Spiragenics. My name is Deanne and I'm going to walk you through this class today. So the first thing I want to show you is the difference with stretching. So ordinarily when we get up in the morning we go like this, don't we? And bring it back down, and that is a jerking motion. It can cause strain. So how we stretch with Spiragenics is we bring our hands to our centre. So we'll just demonstrate one hand. And imagine it coming up like a monkey eating and straight up, and it will slowly twist just naturally to face out that way. So that's how we stretch, and it feels amazing. It feels so good. And with the other hand into the centre, spiralling out and back down again. And that stretches more muscles than the jerking stretching, and it doesn't cause stress and strain or switch our muscles off. And you can extend that further. You can move your body with it and bring it back around to the front like so. And that's an amazing stretch if you feel that. It's beautiful. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is the difference in how focusing on our muscles makes to not focusing on the muscles. So we're going to start with a right leg, or if you're mirroring me, it'll be your left, and just move your foot from side to side. Just do that a few times. And then go from your toe or your ball joint to your heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Do that a few times. Then circle your foot. And the other way. I want you to feel all the different movements you can make with your ankle and your foot. Then we're going to move to our knee. So move it left to right. Move it up and down. In circles. And the other way. Just feel all the different movements you can make with your knee. Then we're going to move to our hip. That helps if you put a finger or your hand on your hip and move it forwards and backwards. And then left and right, trying to move hard without moving the rest of your body, but focusing on your hip. And then circle one way. And the other. And now I want you to go for a walk. And you should find that the leg we just worked on and focused on seems looser. It has more movement. My left leg feels more stiff than my right. Not sure that it is. It certainly feels that way. So now we're going to balance. Don't want to be odd. So left to right with the foot. Heel toe. Circles. And the other way. And your knee, left and right. Up and down. Circles. And the other way. And all the different movements in your hip left, right. Backwards and forwards. Circles. And the other way. And we should be balanced out now. Oh, that's better. If you do this before exercise or the start of your day, you have much more movement, more smooth movements, and possibly better movement. It's almost like we oiled up the joints. And you can do that with your hand, left, right, and the circles, and then your elbow and your shoulder, and so on and so forth. You can even do your head, left to right, up and down, circles, and just loosen up your whole body. It's a great start to the day and very beneficial. So next thing I want you to do is I want you to think about how you stand. Just stand how you would normally stand. And think about how you're standing. Do you have more weight on one foot? Are your feet together? Are they apart? Are your toes pointing outwards, straight ahead? Are you more on the balls or the toes of your feet? Knees locked? Your butt sticking out? Tummy sticking out? You're off to the side? How are you standing? Your shoulders down, or are they up? Your hands face outward, inward. Is your head forward? Head down? Is your head up? Just think of all different ways that you stand. Now I want you to do the simple exercise of simply unlocking your knees. Don't bend them, just unlock them. And already you should feel like there's less strain on the lower back. It's much more relaxing. Lovely. And where you want your feet, if you put your feet together, you like you could topple forward. You're restricted in your movement. If you have them too far apart, you're more restricted in your movement. Where we'd like them to be is hip width apart. So if you put your feet together and just go outwards, distance of your feet should bring you to your hips. So we're all in line, shoulders, hips, feet. Okay? If you have them straight forward, again, not a lot of movement. If you have them too far out, you're going to fall over. So we want them not quite 45, but about 32 degrees. Knees unlocked. Shoulders down. If they're up, I want you to exaggerate that. Hold them in. Put them right up and hold them there. And then let them drop. And they'll find their place. Nice and relaxed. Hip width apart. 32-degree angle. Knees unlocked. Shoulders down. Hands properly to your side. Just standing relaxed. This is the point of balance posture for standing. This is the way you can stand for the longest. It doesn't have much strain on your body. Okay? Now, the way we sit from a standing position into a chair is very bad. We tend to stick our butts out trying to find the seat, put our heads back, and the same when we get up. It's all our back, shoulders and neck that are doing the work. And when you put your head back like that, it's like putting a kink in the hose and you're just cutting off the energy flow. So you've just switched all your muscles off. If I muscle test my arm, no. So how we sit is we put our heads down, focus on our hips. So just sitting on the edge of the seat really. like so, head up last. And the way we stand, again, is our head down. Just rock at your pelvis, and that's the motion we're going to use to stand up with. And you need to imagine there's a string pulling your head diagonally. So keeping your head down, rock up your feet, head up last. And that is how you spirogenically sit into a chair and stand, and you will not switch your muscles off. In fact, I've switched mine back on. Another way you can get in and out of your chair. This is convenient if it's for a car or a truck getting in your vehicle. Depending on how high it is, you can start by sitting on the edge of your seat and just turning yourself in, like so. And the way you get out is to turn your body again. You just half step out. So you're turning your body this way, head down and head up last. And you can get back in that way too. You can put your foot in and come in like that. Also, that way you're not putting your head back, you're not straining your lower back, your neck and your shoulders. You got that? Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to go from standing to sitting on the floor, from sitting on the floor to lying on the floor on my back, from lying on the floor on my back to lying on my stomach, and coming back up again. But firstly, how do we do it? How do we normally do it? I'm trying to remember. I guess you go like that, and then to lay down, like that, which is putting strain on all my back again. And we probably do the same to get up, and I don't know, everyone has their own way of getting up, I guess, but it's all fighting gravity and using our back. So how we do it, Spiragenics, I'll demonstrate. Now I'll break it down to you in steps. So that point of balance standing posture. Now see how that was all spiraling, constantly turning. Think about a mountain. We don't go straight up a mountain, do we? We go around a mountain. That's what we're doing. So we're going with momentum and the flow of nature's spiral. And it's just so easy. It's just so easy to do. So to go from standing to sitting, point of balance standing posture. Okay? For the sake of the video, I'm going to set my right knee. We're going to use our right knee together. Turning to the left, dropping onto your right knee. So just feel your way down a bit first. Onto your right knee. Keeping your left foot here. Continue the turn. And as you lift your leg, continue the turn. And you end up sitting, and this point of balance sitting position, you want to be on your sit bones and your legs out like a frog. If you're sitting like this, it's causing strain on the lower back and you won't be able to sit for long. Put them flat, strain under your hamstrings, lower back. Your legs across. After a while, could lose blood flow. So this is the point of balance sitting posture. And how you get back up is just pull that right foot in again. Put your left foot over your right knee. Turning, push yourself up with your hands onto your knee. Continue turning up to your feet, head up last. So should we do that again? Perhaps do your left knee. If you've got a bad knee, use the other one. So turning onto your knee, keeping this foot on the floor, continue to turn onto your bottom. Lifting your foot, continue to turn until you're facing the way you want to face. And then point of balance, sitting position. Doesn't matter where your hands are, they can be on the floor, on your knees, in front of you. This is the point of balance, sitting position. Now from the sitting position, if you want to move back into your seat, you just do a butt walk. I know I'm not in a seat, but when you sit in the seat, you might be on the edge of it. You just do a butt walk, same as on the floor. I'm doing that for the sake of this video so you can see better. So from the sit position to lying down your side, we simply bring our knees up. Turn to the side you want to lean on. Put one hand out onto your knees. Put the other hand down and just slide onto the floor and into the fetal position, which is your point of balance position on your side. And to get back up from here, we're focusing on this hip. You rock it to your head, to your feet. You don't have to rock when you're actually doing the full movement, but just get a feel. That's the motion we're going to use to get up. Okay? So extend the hand under your head. Put your other hand in front of you. Rock that hip to your feet and lift that leg. And with that momentum and with this hand, push yourself up, back into the sit position. And again, onto our side, sliding down to the fetal position. Using the momentum of your hip, extend that leg, extend this arm, put this hand down, push yourself up with your hands into the sit position. So lay down onto your side for me. And from here we're going to go over to our backs. Now you can focus on your hip. I don't want you to lie on your back yet, just practice the motion. So you can lead with your hip first. Or you can lead with your shoulder first. Just feel which one's more comfortable for you. What gives you more momentum? Your head. You can turn your head first. Your eyes even. Just roll over onto your back when you figure out which way. With your knees up, hands on the floor. Now from here we don't want to put our legs straight down because that's jerking action again. So how we put our legs down is like the frog again. We keep our feet where they are. So we'll do our left leg first. Lower your knee to the floor, leaving your foot where it is, and let's slide out. Lower your other knee and let your foot slide out. And exhale, release all that air, and you'll be more relaxed. How we get back up from there. Don't lift your knees up. Pull one foot towards your body and then lift that knee up. The other foot to your body and lift that knee up. We're going to turn back onto our side. So to do that, you bring your other arm over and that momentum brings you to your fetal position. So again, onto our backs, lead with your hip, with your shoulder, with your head, with your eyes. onto your back with your knees up, hands on the ground. Lower one knee and let your foot slide out. Lower the other knee, let your foot slide out. So get back up. Bring your foot to your body, raise your knee. Your other foot to your body and raise your knee. Bring your arm over, lie on your side and fetal position. So I want you to roll onto your back. And from here, we're going to roll onto our stomachs. Now you can do that with one knee up if you like, or with both your knees down. You bring this arm over, so continually we turn this way onto our back, so we're continuing that way onto our stomach. So extend the arm of the side you're rolling onto and roll over onto your stomach and place your head in your hands, however you feel comfortable. And this is the point of balance position on your stomach. Then roll back, you extend the arm on the side you want to roll to. The opposite knee comes up and you push with this hand to roll onto your back. Again, to roll on your side, extend the arm you want to roll onto. Bringing the other hand over. Frog leg this knee up if you need to, onto your stomach. And rest your head in your hands. Now we're going to get up from here. You ready? I'll walk you through it. So extend the arm closest to the screen. Push up with the other hand to roll onto your back, lifting your knees as you roll. Roll onto your side to the fetal position. Extend this arm, remember this hip movement. Extend that leg, pushing up to the sit position. Pulling your leg furthest from the screen under. The other foot over that knee, onto your knee, head down, pushing yourself back up, head up. Last. And that was done with ease and grace. Once you practiced at it, don't stress if you're not. So we're going to get back onto the floor again. I want you to go from standing to laying on your back. So turning your body to the screen, drop onto one knee. Continue the turn, leaving that foot on the ground. As you extend, you bring your knee up. You can roll onto your side from here and onto your back with your knees up. Now I'm going to show you the core reset. This is an exercise you should be doing every morning when you get up, because it will switch on all of your core muscles and basically have you set for the day, unless you do a wrong movement with your neck back or something. So what we do, I'll demonstrate first, is we do a crunch for 3, roll onto our stomach and do a flex for 3, and we do that. Then we relax and reset. We do that 3 times. So just watch first. Knees up, pulling myself into a crunch. See my feet are flexed. Exhale for 3. Rolling onto our stomach. into flexion like a baby, pointing the toes, inhaling for 3, and then relaxing, releasing and resetting. You want to lay here for 30 seconds or more to let your muscles reset. Which is easy to do. And we do that 3 times. So now do it with me, you ready? Bring your knees up, your head up, crunch, flex your feet, exhale, 2, 3, roll onto your stomach, into flexion, point your toes, inhale, 2, 3, and relax, release, and reset. We're going to do that 3 times. Just waiting 30 seconds. And rolling onto our backs again, with our knees up. And crunch, exhale, 2, 3, roll onto your stomach, into flexion, inhale, 2, 3, and relax. Releasing air out. And resetting our muscles. Spiragenics is so hard. And a 3rd time, rolling back, knees up, crunch, 2, 3, roll onto your stomach, and inhale, 2, 3, and release. Relax and reset. Now, if you remember when we did the leg circling exercise, we can be imbalanced, can't we? So now we need to do it the other way, the core reset the other way. So I'm just going to move, so I've got more room to move. So now we're going to roll. We're going to start from our flexion, roll onto our back, the other side, into the crunch. Frog leg down and release, okay? So flexion, inhale, 2, 3, roll onto your back with your knees up, into a crunch, exhale, 2, 3, frog leg, and release. Let me relax and wait 30 seconds while our muscles reset. Quite a bit of relaxing in this. It's all very smooth and easy compared to other work. But you are in fact working your muscles and you are in fact switching them on. So extend the arm closest to me and roll onto your stomach. Into the flexion. Inhale, 3. Roll onto your back. Into a crunch, exhale, 2, 3, frog leg down, and relax and reset. for 30 seconds or more if you want. You can lay longer if you like. It doesn't matter if it's too long. Guess it depends on how much time you've got. And back again onto our stomach. Last one. Flexion, 2, 3. Onto back into a crunch. Exhale, 2, 3. Frog leg. Release. Relax and reset. Now from here we have to get up, and I'm not going to let you get up how you've always done it. We're going to spiral back up. Do you remember how to spiral back up? I will show you. In a minute. Feels good, huh? So we want our legs up, frog legs up. Rolling onto the side towards me. Remember your hip, put your hand in front. Pushing yourself up into the sit position. Continue turning the way you're turning. So you want to bring this foot under, this leg over. Turning on your knee to a standing position, head up. Last, and all your core muscles are switched on. You can muscle test yourself by pushing on your limbs. Everything's switched on. Now, unless you sit down putting your head back or something, your muscles, your core muscles will stay switched on. And there you have it.